I think where we are at is good.
We're recording?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. We're doing a podcast.
New member. Oh no, we're here, folks. Is this
We're
really
here
happening?
and we're
7:14 p.m.
7:14.
on a Monday. Who does podcasts on the Mondays? On the Mondays. Who does podcasts on Monday?
We do podcasts
folks.
on Mondays.
Hola.
That's what we do.
So, do we have a name for this?
No.
No,
No, we
I'm
don't.
not sure.
Nah.
We
All
don't.
we know is time to talk.
I think I might need to turn my levels up a little bit.
Talk?
Hello. We're good?
I think it sounds good.
Hey.
We're good. Who cares? It's good to be here. It's good to be here with you all.
Here. It's really good to be here, guys. I'm really glad that we have all put time aside in our day to come together and talk about the things that we want to talk about, which is basically
Being alive.
being alive throughout this past year. A year in review is what we're going for on this
A year in
topic
review
today.
is what for you?
A year in review is what for me?
That was my segue to start, but it was terrible.
We all have things.
Welcome, people. Look at what we have here. We have a podcast. I'd like for you to meet my friends, Zayda,
Hello.
as well as Matthew.
Shalom. I'm gonna try and not do that. That was an accident. I'm not gonna try and hit the cymbals, but it's good to be here, yo.
It's good to be here.
It's good to
Thanks
be here.
for having us, Seth.
Yeah, so I wasn't ready for this, bro.
No, but straight up, yo. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me in your room, yo. I love you.
We're so cute. Aww. We're all getting nervous.
I'm shaking now.
We got this.
Shoot.
Alright, if you need a minute, take a minute. We can put pause on this.
I'm taking a deep breath.
Deep stomach breath.
Honestly, so if you guys are ready, we don't know what we're doing today, but we would like to say today is a podcast, what I would like to call a video podcast. So welcome.
Oh shit.
Welcome.
That was a SIT. I did not cuss. I apologize.
He
But
might have.
it's all good. What
It's
I
all
was
good.
getting at was, it's just really good to be here with friends and having all this set up. We took a couple hours to set up today, and it was as fun setting up as I feel like.
Yes, Zayda,
it is
how
to
long do
be
you
here
think it
for
took
it.
for me and Matt to set some of this stuff up?
It definitely took about I feel like 2.5, 3 hours.
And why is that?
Because this is our first time ever setting up
Well,
any
why
type of
else?
podcast equipment.
What were we doing every 30 minutes?
What were we doing every 30 minutes?
We have a lot of dance breaks here, folks.
Oh, yep. We got 4 speakers set up today, and as soon as that happened, was a lot of dancing going on.
We'll insert some
Blasted.
B-roll here. Maybe
Hmm.
not, if I'm feeling up for it.
B-roll. We should maybe play with that.
So,
Yeah, we were really learning how to set this up on the fly. I learned how to record 3 mics at a time, 30 minutes before we figured this out right now. So
yeah, usually for recording music, personally, I use my Scarlett Solo, and it just is one XLR, one instrument cable, one mic cable, and Matt's got this fast system. So we hooked it up. We figured, hey, we got the hookup. Let's hook it up.
Hey, might as well be doing something with what we got doing.
You heard?
I feel like the past 3 hours of you guys setting everything up really encompassed kind of what we've been talking about the past few months and past few days really, and that's learning new things, and then kind of just knowing that you don't know how to do something that you're about to start. But if you want to start a podcast, the only way to do it, to accomplish that, is to start it.
Yeah, definitely.
So what did we do? We just researched what we needed, and the guys literally had all that we needed already. We just needed to go buy like one mic adapter, and that's so awesome.
And the second we need merch, you know who's got the stuff.
Oh, shit. Definitely. Custom,
So,
one of ones.
It's
you ain't
just
got no.
cool, man. I just remember being in high school telling my friends, guys, we got creative friends. We got the time. Let's freaking start something.
Let's do something.
And, you know,
and like
we all do that. We all want to do things. We all talk about things. But we're just feeling like we're stoked on the timing of this. We're excited to be entering the new year. Like,
super.
Seriously, it's just cool to have. We've all just recently had some time open up, and we're like, man, let's make haste. Let's like get to it. So we're jamming.
We're really just trying to make the best of what we got, you know, out here doing what we got to do.
Especially during this super weird
COVID
year.
season.
Yeah, a pandemic. This is literally the first time we've ever gone through
and I think
a
this
pandemic.
is like, how long it took to set up is like exactly what was written on your arm and things like.
Oh my gosh, that's super right.
It's gonna take some time. I don't even know what we're doing right now, and it's gonna take some time to even figure that out. But
Zayda, what does it say on your arm?
So it says it's gonna take time. It's a little faded now, but I wrote it in Sharpie the other night during our conversation I was having with my brothers about how everything that you do is gonna take time. Obviously, everybody knows that, but I think finally I'm truly understanding that anything and everything is gonna take time, and there's no rush. Absolutely at all. As long as you're moving.
Nada.
As long as you're moving and you keep a steady pace, you got
Straight
this.
up.
There's no way you're not gonna succeed, because what is like, you know,
God dang it.
you don't stop a bird from taking flight. I always say that to myself. So why wouldn't you succeed? You can do anything that you.
All
We're
our
meant to
birds
do.
watching, that was for you.
For all the birds out there watching.
Oh
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah, you know, we're just trying to be free as a bird, you know.
Bird can't
Fake
fly in a
like
cage.
child, you know. And we're just
You
trying to
want
have a
everybody
good
to
time. We're
win.
trying to have a good time. Trying to invite people into my room, you know, a little welcoming space.
Thank you for having
Come
me
on.
in your room,
Thank
Seth.
you for having us in your
Seth's
room.
room,
by the
if
way.
you don't know, is the most lit spot in Visalia at the moment with the COVID shutdown. We take COVID tests out right in front of the door. We get in here. We're safe, and we know how to do this life, okay? We know how to do this. That's why we're out here riding around and getting it. Bird gang, bloop, bloop. So, it's pretty fun. Seth, your room is lit, dude.
Don't you?
You're
feel
talking about
like-
how you want to, like, have it be a creative space. You did exactly what you're trying to do, man.
Absolutely. Don't you feel like when someone invites you into their bedroom, it's like walking into their mind?
Absolutely.
It's like, here, check it out. This is.
Like when I'm in my
This is
bedroom, I
what's
feel like
going
I'm outside my mind or something like that. Like I'm outside of my own head whenever I can literally put stuff on the walls that is my art or something like that, you know?
It's a sacred thing, your room is.
It is.
So welcome.
Definitely
It's
is.
a peaceful place. We invite you in a peaceful way.
Hey. Peace up.
And
V-Town.
you know what? All I gotta say is like, the only reason holding me back from just spitting a freestyle or hopping on these drums is the fact that we're doing this podcast. So
Exactly.
that's all I gotta say.
Seriously, all
I
those
am
instruments
stoked.
staring you down.
We are stoked for the future.
So
For
speaking of
2021.
For 2021.
speaking of the
things-
non-present time, what we were gonna
Actually,
do
right now. Right
we were-
now is the future.
right now is the future.
Right now is the present. And
It's a gift. That's why they call it the present. Haven't you seen Kung Fu Panda?
I haven't, but
I'm just
that's beautiful. Actually,
But
it's a gift. That's why they call it a present. Time
Exactly.
and all
My
of this time
mustache
here
gets
is
caught on this mic.
hey, use the pop filter if you want, honey.
pop, pop, pop.
Nah.
That's how.
Nah.
Well,
No, but yeah, speaking of the not present time, we were going to do a review of the last year that got us to the moment we're at. We're going to try and do that. We're probably going
So if I were to pop this thing off, I will relax. If I were to pop this thing off, I started the year January so excited, right? Actually really excited to enter the new year, and I felt like God was giving me the word focus. I was like, dang, alright, focus. And like, yeah, sure, 2020 vision, everyone was saying that. But I was like, oh shoot, well I was thinking focus, so I was like, dang, well that goes hand in hand, so people who say it, maybe they're right, Maybe it's gonna be the year of clear vision, right? Which I believe it was. We saw a lot of things happen this year. Oh shoot, but I lost my train, folks. I hopped off my train.
So good, Emmy.
Yeah, so I started the
You're trying to
year
be
off
focused.
feeling about focus, and then so I made one, maybe two YouTube videos, like vlog videos this year, and they were both in January, and I just remember being so hyped, and then wow.
I do remember that.
And then
I super remember that.
wow. Yeah, and so
You got sick actually in January, right? And that kind of like knocked you off your butt.
No, we're not
I
allowed to
got
talk about
sick,
that.
I think in December.
I'm just kidding.
And I'm pretty sure it was COVID pre-shutdown.
The pre-COVID cut down.
Pre-shutdown. Yeah.
COVID cut down. No, but the pre-COVID shutdown.
Yeah.
A lot of people caught that COVID before everybody knew about it.
I know, man. I went to the
Which
clinic
is so
and they said
crazy.
flu-like symptoms.
A lot of my homies be like, I can't taste, I can't smell. I said, you caught the COVID, yo.
I said, Mom,
You done got it.
Mom, is it normal for it to hurt to breathe?
What?
That's what I said when I had, I had the COVID. I had it.
Absolutely, but you lived. Look at you.
I'm here.
All I know
Alive
is,
and healthy.
all I know is I've
Thank God.
gotten 2 negative tests besides all the tests we take before we step into Seth's room. And then I've gotten the negative tests and I still have my taste and my smell. So I'm thankful for that. But
Oh my god. Yeah, so I'd have to say that my year took a fat turn, and I'm not sure what as far as specifics, but if I were to be short, well, I mean I am, but I don't want to get too specific, guys. We just met. But I could say this year got pretty bad, pretty dark mentally, for being honest, folks. And I'm just glad to be where I'm at. I had this one project that I was doing, man, all my free time, putting all my free time on and making time for it.
That video.
And I was telling all my friends, nah, man, I can't hang out. And that was for like a year straight. And like, I finally put that thing down. I said, hey, I'll find you guys an editor that's excited to take this on, and I will free you from me not finishing this thing. And so after I dropped that, like, I've been able to hang out with the homies.
you got more focused.
He was able to focus
more
on
focused.
what you were really wanting
Yeah,
to
so
do.
to be honest, with the whole focus for me, it was just like listening, like catching the thoughts you have. There's a lot of thoughts I feel like I have that I'm like, I would that, or like not really mine, but I would just start thinking about them, that lead to like anxiety, or just like me being like down on myself. Like would be a jerk to myself. I would say like the meanest things to myself. So just like learning to watch like what I'm telling myself and like how I'm treating myself, and it all reflects on how you treat others. It's weird like how connected your relationship with yourself is, that's connected with your relationship with God and your relationship with others. Like if you're not loving yourself, you're you're usually mad at other people.
Absolutely. 100%.
So
Wherever
that's kind
you
of what
go.
I was learning this year. Sorry.
No, but hey,
No,
I remember.
sorry.
Was it your birthday last year?
His birthday this year in February.
Every year.
No, last year.
Last year, in February.
That was when we were jamming at your house, right?
Oh, I think so.
Was it like the first time we ever jammed?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about.
haven't jammed that many times, guys. If you've been watching the Jam Time videos, first of all, shouts out to you.
Straight up.
Shouts
love
out
you.
to you.
Yeah,
Straight up. Yeah, if you are watching it, we're just learning on the fly. As you are watching this right now, we have no idea. Like we're trying to do what we know we can do, but we're just learning on the fly, and it's freaking awesome to just live blog our learning process.
You're gonna just live create with your people.
Absolutely.
That was crazy. That was in February? Your birthday's in February.
His birthday is in
Yeah, my birthday is in February.
Is it February 4th?
It is the 4th.
It's
coming up. Gonna do something.
I know. Not sure what.
Yo.
Thought about visiting my parents in Hawaii in February,
Dang.
but we'll
That
see.
How long have your parents lived in Hawaii?
I'd say about like 8 months. 8 months.
Dang. How's that transition been living with your parents in a different state?
Living. Wait. What did you say?
How's the transition being
With
going?
my parents moving?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So sorry.
It's all good. We'll cut that part out, bro. It's all good.
Matt, what was your question again?
My question was, ow, I hit my teeth.
Ow, that sounds terrible.
My question was, having your parents move out of the state, how has that transition been?
Well,
And just like living on your own, you know what I mean?
I'm 22, and it's the first time I lived on my own. Other than, I was in the UK for 3 months with some friends. Other than that, I've never lived on my own. And it was some adjustment, some paying bills adjustments as well, some grocery shopping, dog feeding, dog walking adjustments. So
I feel that. Responsibilities.
Responsibility.
Real life. It's real life out here.
Yeah, so that's the main thing. I feel bad a lot because I don't. When my parents are gone, I don't always call them. They want to talk to me, and I want to talk to them. But honestly, when I'm excited about life, I'm tunnel vision. I'm zooming. Like when I'm excited about something, that's all I can think about. And so, it's just like cool to be working on something, and just like I'm excited about. Just like my journey, man. We're all on our own journey. I'm just excited to be learning. Like I feel like honestly going into this next year, like I want my focus to be more about learning and like receiving, other than actually creating and like in this sense like I wanna give from an overflow, because I've been like spending time like studying and like reading and stuff. So.
You want to share what you've learned. That's what.
Yeah, like I just wanna learn more, like, and just like listen to people more and get more perspective. Because I feel like the more you listen to others, you hear, you just like, are like, man, everyone's really out here trying their best.
Dude.
We're all just trying our best, trying to collectively stay alive.
I agree with that.
Staying alive.
I feel like this past year has been a lot of learning. A lot of learning.
Learning that things
About
change.
Fast out here.
Can we get some personal experiences in the house?
personal
Past year.
experiences in regards to.
Dang. Oh, well, I was sober for 3 months last year. That might be a weird thing to talk
Well,
Meaning in the sense of like,
I Welcome to AA, Alcohol Anonymous.
Exactly. Yeah. So, just like growing up being a substance
Matt gets
abuser.
honest. Huh?
No. Growing up being learning how to be a substance abuser causes it hard to be, unlearn that. You know what I mean? And
Makes it hard to chill.
exactly. And it makes it hard to chill with even the most adolescent of things like alcohol and cannabis.
Yes.
And so, like, you end up not learning how to have a healthy relationship with just the simple pleasures in life because you are not you, but me. And you know what I mean? And so, in general, I've been relearning how to have healthy relationships with, I guess it starts with myself and then with everything around me, and trying to minimize or just minimize the things that aren't healthy relationships, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just highlight the ones that are and stuff like that.
Yeah, like pruning, like you're pruning yourself. Cut off the branches that aren't producing fruit.
Exactly.
Eliminate what no longer serves you.
And I guess some that are producing fruit, but the ones you gotta get rid of, you know.
Yeah.
I think that how do you get
How do we
what do you guys think about the current state of affairs?
define
affairs?
The
state
affairs
define
that are
the fair.
the current state of affairs. They're current and they're in the affairs that are in the state.
So if we were to talk about the current moment in time,
It's not supposed to make sense.
I would seriously say I have no clue what's going on. Just kidding. But
Because
for maybe the last 2 weeks, I haven't been paying any attention to the outside world, to be honest. I'm living in my space, living on myself, and loving those around me. Being a pillar to my brothers and sisters. You know?
I feel that
So
straight up.
that's
I felt that.
I said that for some reason. Oh shit.
Hey,
I like it. We're here for it. We're here for it. Diversity, spontaneity,
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Hey.
Oh.
I love my people.
I love my people. I can't. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little nervous. This is my first time being. Actually, yeah, you guys. I don't know if you guys have done this before, but this is like my first time really on the camera, like talking to the camera. Really. Hi, how's it going?
Hello.
Matt says hello, Mr. Camera.
He's in there. Hello.
So yeah.
When did you guys know that you wanted to do something different than 9 to 5? I know that's a terrible, like, cheesy question, but because recently, I mean, obviously with COVID and stuff, I've been thinking like everybody thinks like, oh, when's it gonna go back to normal and stuff, but yeah, like I've been recently coming to the conclusion like there isn't gonna be another, like this is the new normal, that type of stuff, and like we're gonna have to now adapt to where we're at now. You know what I mean? And it's kind of made me even double down on the fact that I am gonna just be a living artist. I'm not gonna be trying to get no like art like job that is gonna be keeping me to do like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try and figure out how to make money rather than going to a work that's gonna give me the money. You know what I mean? And I feel like COVID has been like highlighting the fact that that is what I'm gonna be doing with myself. You know what I mean? But originally I thought of that like probably when I dropped out of college. You know what I mean? Which was sophomore year of college, but it's a crazy investment to just be like, instead of investing in college, I'm going to invest in myself. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Because obviously everybody's looking at you like, don't do that.
Yeah, why don't more people invest in themselves? Answer that, please. Think about that. I was literally just having this conversation.
Take a question.
The other day. Don't be guilty for buying yourself gear that you know is gonna make yourself money.
Absolutely.
Gear that you're gonna need.
Yeah,
for the
dude, we were
things that
setting this
you
stuff up,
like
and I
to
was like,
do.
we were
for
setting
all
all
your
this stuff up.
projects.
Or yesterday we were looking at it, and I was like, for the longest time, I was like, geez, why the hell did I buy so much shit? And then now I'm like, this is exactly why I bought shit.
Exactly what.
Because I'm gonna have homies that are gonna want to use it together. Me and Seth put our shit together, and it looks like our stuff together. And and it. I'm just kidding.
If you say it, that's gonna make it go beep boop boop boop.
Yeah, that.
Beep.
I just like to make a joke.
Zayda's efforts.
Because if my
man.
nana listens,
I respect her as a person.
Thank you.
I respect y'all.
I respect you. I respect all my homies.
We respect each other around here.
We respect each other
Feel the
around here.
respect.
Yes, we do.
All right, what were we talking about?
Investing in yourself, investing in your, like. I think
Podcasts are hard.
Oh yeah, dude. This is gonna be. It's gonna take a while to get this
This
flow.
is hard. I'm gonna edit so much of this out, guys. Just so you know.
Oh, and I'm
We've
also
been talking for 5 hours already.
exactly what I was about to say. Like that's what I was saying about setting up earlier. Is we pretty much did a podcast or two already. Not like tooting our own horn or nothing, but I'm just saying like we've been talking already.
You do in one day. How many podcasts is that?
Exactly.
So many.
You should just be hitting record when you wake up.
Kick it with your friends, all right?
Literally,
Pull
wake
the
up
mics out.
Out the
Pull
bed.
the mics out. Put the cameras on.
Wake up out
And
the
we're rolling.
bed.
Everybody's doing it.
Out the bed. Hit record. Honestly, like
You gotta
I'm
invest
just
in
to be
yourself.
honest, everyone watching. I'm just trying to have a good time with you. Like to be honest, I just want to play some. I just want to rap. I don't even know. Can we get a beat around here?
Mm.
Oh, somebody give this man a beat.
I'm like. You know I'm feeling myself. You know I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I can't rap to this.
It was terrible. I apologize for
I
the
tried.
terrible attempt.
Try.
I'm trying, all right? I didn't mean to yell
I
either.
like to rap like on the mic. My name is like Mr. Mike. I'll break your neck
Wait, when was the
In a
first
fight.
time?
in a fight.
When was the first time you guys wrote something down? That was like, that you were like,
Creative?
Like
as a creative thought,
Creative?
like
Ooh.
literally, like I'm gonna write this down because I'm gonna rap it, or I'm gonna write this down because it speaks to me, or I'm gonna write this down because this is a metaphor that I just made up. When do you guys think you started noticing yourself doing that?
I mean, I remember writing like poems in like 3rd grade.
Hey, my dude Seth has been here.
I was gonna say when I was a kid, I think I
Poems was
started
like
keeping a diary when I was a kid, so definitely
Dang.
then.
I didn't
Absolutely.
have a journal until
Young writing prodigy over here.
like sophomore year of high school.
Mm.
Ooh,
She's a writer, if you haven't heard.
I just write what I feel on paper.
True stuff.
Like here on this paper in front of me, it says some things.
Mm.
Are we gonna have to take a look?
Yeah, we might take a look.
We might
Might
have to.
go off
With
the script.
permission.
with the
Actually,
script.
look at we were talking about investing in ourselves, and we were having this conversation yesterday about diligently working at our creative projects the way that college students work in class.
Mm.
And that's basically going to, like, you know, how people tell you have to go to college and go to a 4-year and get your degree and do all that crap. And, like, doing all that makes you super, like, in debt, it puts you in debt, makes you be broke. And, I mean, like, yeah, you're doing something really well for yourself. You're going to come out in a few, like, 4 to 8 years, and you're going to have a good job. You know, but maybe it's not going to be a job that you actually wanted to do, right?
And like
Half
half the time, the
So-
degree doesn't get you a job. in
Exactly.
What you got the degree
In.
for?
I think
Like,
I think
it's-
exactly what it was as you said, but
But anyways, like, you, as a creative, if you're diligently putting in the work in all of your projects and you're eventually gonna be able to make money off of that or do something with it, get a job doing something that you really, really love. That's like going to college for what you actually want to do. It's like going to college for life. Like, I always find myself saying that, like, the past 4 years of my life, I learned more than I could have in school.
It's the school
Like,
hard knocks.
basically, like, I've learned immensely, like, a lot about myself, about others, about just
Straight up.
a lot. And I'm still learning every day, like, every freaking day, dude. And, you know, still
Every
learning.
second.
Yeah, when I dropped out of college, I said that. I was like, I'm out here learning from the streets. This is school of hard knocks.
This is a school of hard knocks, baby.
School of truth knocks.
I'm going to school every day. It's real life out here.
It's called real life school out here.
Relay school.
Mm.
What do you guys think about not being led by your emotions?
One more time.
What do you guys think about
Not
not being led by your emotions?
I would love to hear Seth's answer.
I love to hear Matt's.
I think it's a very valuable way to live your life, and I think I need to try and do it more because my emotions get the best of me a lot, and
Gets you into trouble?
Sometimes you can't get out of your own head because you're so in the feeling of your emotion, you know? And so if I could just take a deep breath and remember that, I don't know, I think it was like Jim Carrey said something. He was like, your emotions, you need to like think of your emotions as weather. You can't control them, and they're just going to go around the earth, and like it'll be a different weather all the time. But like it might rain, it might be sunny out, but you just got to, sometimes when it's raining, you got to put a jacket on and enjoy the rain. And then sometimes you got to like enjoy the sun. You know what I mean? It's just like you got to figure out.
Yeah.
It's like you got to roll with the punches almost. You can't control your emotions. You got to just control how you react to your emotions, you know?
That's the only thing you can control.
If I could
your
take
reaction.
my own advice, then I might be able to live a better life, but I can't.
Yeah.
That's why I can talk about it so well.
Because we're trying to learn that.
Take your own advice, people.
Always.
Mm.
Always.
Dang, I think that's the most important thing that was just said.
Take your own advice.
Mm. Damn.
No!
Whoa!
Give me that.
Damn.
Man, too many people giving bad advice out there.
Too many.
How about
And
you
who's to
ask
say
some
what's
So
good
questions?
how do you, or what do you think about being led by your emotions?
Oh, what do I think?
Oh.
What does me think about being led by emotions? I think, yeah, our emotions.
Good.
What was the question?
How do you, I realized that I answered the question wrong. The question was, how do you feel about being led by your emotions? And I said it's a valuable way to live, but I was meaning it's a valuable way to live to not be led by your emotions.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Absolutely. But I was just, how do you feel about being led by your emotions? Was the question.
Yeah, I just think that sometimes our emotions aren't the productive response or the proper response. It's just, kind of a piece of your ego sometimes, and it's just like wanting to like say something back or do something back, but it's like, no, like if you just forgive, or what golden rule, like treat others as you want to be treated. So I think that's where it's at, fam.
As simple as that.
And that's what I've been having to realize is treat others how you want to be treated. And I don't know. I don't know how to say other than like.
Treat others as yourself.
I need to stop treating people how they treat me.
Or treat
Is
others.
I guess what I'm trying to say.
No, dude, treat
You
others
know what I
as
mean?
yourself. Huh?
Yeah, that because I need
they're
to stop.
literally you.
I need to stop treating people how they treat me. That's my worst habit. I
Don't
think.
treat other people as other people. Treat them equal to you.
And that's where I get in the frustrated part is when people treat me as like, not that I have. It's just like that's my ego taking over, being like, oh, you're not treating me as like as valuable as you see yourself. Then like, I'm gonna treat you the same way, and I need to stop that. I need to stop the eye for eye shit. That's definitely something.
Yo, bro. Dang.
Always be kind.
Take
No
every
matter.
opportunity to be nice.
Thanks
that
for
you can.
sharing that, man.
Thank you.
Mm.
I want some sweet
Is there anything
tea.
else in the past year that you guys would like to review on? Anything crazy? What else? What is there anything that comes to mind that thinks that is a situation that led you to be where you're at right now? Anything like that?
I feel like every single situation has led us to be where we are right
Absolutely.
now. Every
What's a
single.
highlight?
What was a highlight?
Like, what's a big moment where you're like, damn, that really changed, or that really like shaped me? Is there any like?
We'll give you time.
I don't think there's like one specific thing. It's like different things and different situations that happened in different aspects of my life. So it's not just one thing.
Straight up.
Do you feel like you've done a lot of more learning this year or unlearning?
Whoa,
think it's
that's a good
been
question.
A little bit of both, like unlearning old ways and then learning new things, and then learning how to put that into my.
Sometimes you got to be careful to not unlearn too many things, because then you're susceptible to learning things really easily. If that makes sense.
Well, that
Dang.
does.
Well, let's not worry about that.
But I meant
That sounds
unlearning in a
scary.
way of letting like things. Yeah.
That sounds scary.
Don't be scared.
Keep learning. Don't be afraid of learning too much.
Knowledge is power.
All right, I apologize. But
Dang, Zayda was getting deep. What happened?
I was interrupted.
Dang. Guys, I'm telling you, podcasts are hard.
Podcasts.
one day we're gonna be laughing about this shit.
One day we're gonna be on podcast 50 and be like,
Hey, but to be honest, well, music is hard too, but it's actually not as hard as everybody thinks.
Not at all, dude. I've actually been getting to the moment where we're like jamming together, and we're like, and I'm just
We've only jammed together about 4 times.
somewhere, probably like 5, 6, maybe.
That first jam time,
Was probably our 4th jam time together.
4th time jamming together.
Because I think we did like 3
was
times at
thinking
your
maybe
house in the
third.
that pool house. I think we did at least
Yeah.
3 times over there.
Okay. Yeah, so we've only jammed together like 8 times now, I guess.
But yeah, I've barely been getting to the moment where we're jamming, and I'm like, wow, actually, you can build a song pretty quickly if you're like in the pocket, in the groove. Like, oh, we got this jam, and then we'll switch it up to here, and then we'll take it back to the beginning, and then bop, you got it. There's a song, and it's pretty crazy that.
Yeah, playing music with people is just incredible. Like, you know, you can only play music, like make music by yourself for so long. It's like when you're just jamming with someone else, it's like there's nothing like it. I don't know how to explain. It was jamming. Yeah, it's like there's nothing like it. You're just like looking at each other and like, okay, and you're just basically talking to each other through music. Like, it's a whole language of its own. It's pretty crazy.
Non-verbal communication.
Telekinesis.
How long have you been?
oh my god.
When is the first time you sewed?
Superpowers. When's the first time that I sewed?
Is that's not the way to say
I
it.
think when was
Is
the
it?
first time that you sat down to sew? I don't know. Maybe that's how. I don't know if I can know.
Me neither.
But
We're trying to do a podcast. We're not trying to learn. No, I'm kidding. Go, keep going.
it was like back. I think it was 2019, and like around like December 2019, and
Wow.
my aunt taught me how to sew.
And
It was like some pants that I laid out a material on, like a tie-dye material on, and it looked really cool.
he did like patchwork.
And I realized, like, wow, I'm actually really good at this. Like,
Yeah. And then when's the first? Oh,
So
How
like, your
different is
first
that?
time you were good?
what?
Like your first
Oh,
time
yeah.
sewing.
Obviously, I'm still needing practice. I just meant like I picked it up pretty quickly, and it wasn't
Isn't that
like I
fun?
wasn't. Like I wasn't scared. I was just like, oh, this feels good. It just felt really natural, is what I meant. I shouldn't say I was good when I started. I should say it felt really natural when I started.
That's dope.
because that's what it felt like.
How different
That's
was like
cool.
your first couple times in like remaking pants like this? How much more work goes into pants like this?
I mean, a lot of work goes into doing this and also in
Mm-hmm.
like making it from scratch, just because
Even
you're like reworking
Yeah.
pants and this material's thick. I broke like 3 needles in one day just because it was like a regular standard needle.
What kind of needles we talking here, folks?
We're talking about my needle.
Hey, I was
from
talking
my
about how I
sewing
was sober.
machine.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around.
Sewing.
Just messing around.
Whoa.
Whoa.
3 whole needles. These pants.
Different.
Get out of
Dang, so
here.
there's like
Get
industrial
outta
needles
here.
that you have to buy.
I did. I went and bought denim, leather, and just like regular cotton needles, like knit needles.
Cotton.
Not cotton, knit. For any
Mm.
knit. For knits. Well, knit. Cotton is a knit, right?
Cotton.
Cotton.
Have you guys seen the movie Dodgeball?
No.
Cotton. Never mind.
I don't remember that movie that well.
Well,
Well, that's all I have to say. It's a
Mm.
good movie. You should watch.
You stop doing that.
You think you're a cow?
No, I think I'm like eating some good food or something. I just keep eating it. I'm like,
Guys, we've just been creating so much. We've been forgetting to eat.
you guys remember that chicken soup for the soul?
that sandwich we made was bomb. We made
Chicken
sandwiches
soup for
earlier.
the soul.
Definitely brought us back to life.
Zayda made sandwiches earlier.
We all like put them together. We helped each other put them together. It was pretty awesome.
Grilled them up like a grilled
It was
cheese.
like community
Yeah,
sandwich
yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
Straight up,
Zayda
though.
went, let's heat these things up. So
I asked to throw 'em on the stove.
things got heated.
Toast it.
I have been forgetting to eat a lot though, because we've been doing a lot. I've been like
We've been
eating
doing a
at
lot of
Session time.
creative stuff.
I've been
and
eating
that
at
makes
1
you
a.m.
forget.
and then falling asleep at 1:30 and then
Yeah,
I'm
literally,
out
we've been staying up late,
like
just
a light.
jamming, and like meeting early in the morning and just getting stuff ready. You know, that was today, just
Stuff
preparing
done.
for this moment. And oh my gosh, man, like it's a lot of cable. There's a lot of cables in here.
A lot of wires around the floor. Don't get tripped up.
Yeah, don't do a podcast, bro. There's a lot of work.
Don't
Dude,
do it
I can't
unless
believe
you
we
got the
actually
love
figured
for
this
it.
out though. We're over here
Ooh.
talking into mics recording. Like I can't believe that.
We're sitting down
You
talking.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Doing the
recently
damn
I've just
thing.
been learning to just be stoked on the present moment.
absolutely. I've been trying, dude.
Ooh.
We were talking about that the other night,
Ooh.
dude. That's like very important and one of the like things I forget about. And being present in the moment can always take me out of being upset about anything. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
When I realize I'm upset about something, I realize I'm just not in the present moment.
Usually you're thinking about like the past or the future.
Yeah, something has
which
nothing
is
to
not the
nothing to do
present.
with like where I'm at right now, and it's makes me laugh sometimes. That I'm like, wow, I let myself get upset like right now. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then it just takes away from the moment that you're in right now. Like, look up and look around you. Like, you know, you're in a really good place with really good people around you. So don't be bummed out
I'm thankful.
about the future or the past because, you know, it's cheesy to say, but you can't change the past. You can only learn from it. So if you're learning from it, then. Wait, actually, I just had this thought
Here we
from this
go.
book, and it said, like, the only place that you can really, like, improve upon, the only place you should really improve upon in your life is the present moment, because if you're improving on in the present moment, that's going to ultimately make your future be good. You know what I mean? And I read that in the book from The Alchemist by Paul Coelho. And I have not read that book in like 2 years because I gave it away. But that just popped into my head right now. And I remember writing it down. And yeah, that's so true. I wrote it down because I resonate 100%. You have to improve upon your present moment because that's what's going to ultimately lead you to a good life. A good life in your terms, you know?
Yeah.
Which also, like, reminds me, like, about this thing that I've been telling myself, that you can only help yourself. You can only help others if you've helped yourself, because Like, and that's not in a selfish way at all. That's just like being reasonable, because if someone asks you like, hey, can I borrow like $200 and you only have $75, how do you give that person the $200 if you only have $75? You know, like therefore you can't help that person out. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And what about it?
It's just like, I'm saying you have to help yourself
You
in
have
order to help others.
$200 yourself before you can give $200.
You have to make sure you're good in order to help yourself and help your community and like give back to your loved ones, and like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's the same.
Invest in yourself.
you gotta invest in yourself.
Exactly.
Make sure you're good in your head, mentally, physically, and spiritually. All three.
Metaphysically, meta-spiritually, if that means anything.
Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Elaborate.
Stop. Collaborate and list.
Listen up. Creative growth comes from spiritually growing as an individual.
Of spiritual things, I guess, or numbers, I've been seeing 222 or 22 or just 20. That's a form of 2. I've been seeing 2s everywhere, and like, I don't know if you guys have a number that you've been seeing this year, but that's one thing that's been going on this year.
I see 222 in sequence. I also see 444
Wow.
a lot.
What does that mean to you?
Or I see 2323 because my phone clock is on military time.
Your phone password?
No, my phone clock is
Wait, so what's your phone
military
password again? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I've been seeing.
private information.
I've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot. I don't know why.
Hey, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
You remember me saying that? Like, literally the last
Back to the
few
basics.
Months, the last few months, I've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 so much, and I was like, dude, to me that means back to the basics.
That's dope.
What does that mean for you, Matt?
It means it's go time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go.
Let's
1,
go.
2, 3, 4, go.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, go.
I know it doesn't really like. It's always
And
like
we
1, 2, 3,
went
go.
Full
But
send, baby.
Teen Titans.
full sends only, yo. Oh my gosh, yo. Skateboarding as a metaphor for life. This is what I definitely want to talk about right now. Think about this shit.
Hit me.
When you fall and you have to get back up and you just try
That-
again. No.
Everything. You gotta get up, yo. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. That's not what it is. But what I'm really trying to say is,
He's angry.
I'm just kidding.
Bro.
Yo. I come from some yelling stuff. Okay, so that's just where we're at. But what I'm really trying to say
Talk to me.
is skateboarding
Speak
as
to
a
me.
metaphor for life. If you don't full send it, you're gonna hurt yourself.
If you don't
If you
full
don't
send,
full send it,
it's a
you're
full,
gonna hurt yourself. Hey, if you ride,
full-
Don't
You-
hesitate.
if you ride, you gonna fall. Okay.
Wait, nah.
If you ride, you gonna fall. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I understand.
No,
yeah,
but-
if you skate, falling is part of the experience.
You gotta learn how to fall. You gotta learn how to fail.
Fall. Falling is
Gotta learn.
To learn how to.
falling-
You gotta
Learning how
learn
to
how to
fail
fail,
is
and you gotta
learning
learn
when
how to bail. You gotta know when to just be like, okay, this ain't working, gotta go.
Exactly. And if you're not
Or-
putting everything in it.
Or put everything you got into it.
You're
This
not
ain't
gonna-
working, let me put into it.
Exactly.
What do I do?
Do you skate, Matthew?
I try to. I can't kick flip.
Ah!
Nah, but I like ollieing over the stairs.
Oh.
Oh.
No, honestly, no.
How many
Straight up.
stairs are we talking here?
No, but straight up, one of the only things I love doing is bombing hills. I started bombing hills in LA when I was over there. I tried
What
bombing
about
hills.
San Fran?
I was about to say I
Feel
tried
that.
bombing hills in San Fran. Well, I wasn't good enough at them yet
Oh,
because they're
bro.
just crazy. I
People
was,
Bro, I
die.
don't expect
I
you. I don't
rode-
expect you
I rode my bike in San Fran. That
I'd be
was
scared
amazing.
for you. Oh my god.
You,
Oh my god.
there's videos of me
I
going
wanted
down.
to, but I don't even know. Like,
Dude,
It's time
those
to
people
s-
are crazy because they don't even power slide when they go down those hills. They just ollie the whole way
They
down,
just-
and their ollieing helps them slow down. So they're just like,
just-
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna jump a little bit, slow down. Like,
Yeah,
what,
it's
bro? You good?
it's just
I believe
totally
it.
different.
I believe that.
But-
Sounds nice.
I rode my bike over there, and there's a video of me that was like 35 miles an hour going down with no handlebars, passing up the bus.
I could ride my bike with no.
Wait, so you did go down?
Just with my bike, not my skateboard.
Yeah.
But
In the
bombing hills
city.
is one of the most fun. Like
Oh no, we've got
talking about
Mitch.
building presence. Like bombing a hill, I can't be.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh!
I'm sorry. I ruined the flow of your conversation.
Wait,
You're good.
what?
We're out here riding around and getting it.
Guys, thanks for being here. We don't know what we're doing.
We are doing.
I think doing intense things like I guess like what we're doing right now because we're in camera, we're trying to figure out what we're doing, but doing things like bombing a hill, snowboarding. I'm talking about like surfing, like serious consequences. Are obviously skateboarding on a fucking skateboard. I'm sorry, on a skate park.
Don't be sorry.
But no, that's how I just be saying that. But
Dude,
but doing intense things like that keeps you in the present moment was all I'm trying to say.
most of my hobbies are not athletic. And I am athletic, but I'm not because I'm not.
I don't know. Drumming is
Been
pretty.
athletic.
Drumming needs to. You have to be an athletic person to drum, dude. To be a drummer, you have to be an athletic person. I feel like
Ooh, down. It's just like
you're
that.
using all four limbs at the
I
same
was
time.
just gonna say that.
It's crazy. Like
Also, skating, you have to be in some type of shape to skate.
you have to be in good shape. You have to know how to balance. You have to be on like light on your feet. It's not a normal type of shape for
Light
skateboarding.
on your feet.
Out in the knees.
It's all in the knees, folks.
Out in your knees, paper boy.
How you guys feeling about this right now?
About this?
Yeah.
About this moment?
Not that like it's going bad. I meant like how are you feeling? Should we cut it or should we keep going for another 30?
Well, I'm gonna have to leave so I can get home by 9.
Yeah. What time is it?
8.
Let's cut it. We've been going. We've been going at least 30,
Alright,
45
so
minutes.
maybe we could end this with all share a personal story from this year and what we have hopes for in the new year.
That's what I was gonna say.
Ooh,
Hope
ooh,
like
ah, ah.
in finishing after everything passed, we should do one future and then we'll cut it.
Damn.
Yeah, so
One last thing in the past. Keep going. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh gosh, bro.
Personal experience.
Okay. I can Alrighty, so first of all, thank you guys for watching. You guys are the real MVPs.
If you're still here, yo, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.
We do.
Thank you, because
All of us.
thank you for your time and just listening to what we had to say.
Yeah, we know how precious time is, and we appreciate you spending time with us. We are going to get better at keeping the flow of conversation so that you enjoy it more.
It's true.
So
And
that it becomes more enjoyable.
what was that?
It's just nothing.
So, again, to my right we have Zayda.
Hi.
To her right, we have Matt.
What's good, y'all?
And this is Talk Time.
Talk time.
Talk
Might be
Time
already
is-
taken, but we'll figure out what the name is.
Chat.
We'll see if it works. You know, we already got a jam time. Might as well call it Talk Time. I have one question for you, Zayda. For you, Matthew.
Oh.
Each. I don't know. Maybe rock paper scissors. Who's going first?
She will, because it's going to be like a rotation.
Who's going first?
You're closest.
All right,
if
doesn't
we're
matter.
if we're yeah.
Can I hear one story or metaphor or thing that you think is dope and inspiring? Just one thing that you thought was awesome or that you got or experienced in this last year, 2020. And then also your hopes and intentions and stoked expectations of the new year. And Zayda, answer the question.
Well, I feel like at the beginning of the year, I like like some things that I had experienced at the beginning of this year led me to being and thinking the way that I am right now, you know? And it's like I came across this saying that it said like that I said it earlier, and creative growth comes from growing as a human, as an individual. And I've done a lot of growing this past year because at the beginning of the year I kind of had like this identity crisis and I didn't really know.
And we see the growth.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, definitely had an identity crisis, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I kind of just like was really being self-reflective of myself and was asking questions like, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Who am I doing it for? What do I want to do? What does my dream life look like? Like things I had never really asked myself because I was so content with doing everything that I had already been doing, you know, with work and being distracted and all that jazz. But this past year, really, I like, you know, did a lot of individual or like inner like, I don't know.
Individual.
I don't know. I was like looking for a right word, but
Inner work.
Inner work. It's an individual. Did a lot of inner work, and I realized, and was able to zone in into the things that I actually enjoy doing, and that's making clothes and adjusting them.
Hey man.
And I'm in the process of writing putting a poetry book together. So
That's awesome.
you know,
That's epic.
It's gonna be beautiful.
it was just a matter of me like getting out of my own way and actually sitting down and
Straight up, yo.
and doing the things that I had been saying that I wanted to do, and it was all there. Like for my poetry book, the manuscript, it's literally all there. It's been written for the past 2.5 years. It was just a matter of sitting down and putting the time into opening up the document section in my freaking MacBook and rereading everything and fine-tuning it and changing things and reading things and seeing, oh, these two actually go together, and like, you know, just making magic pretty much. And then also with this podcast situation, like I've been talking about making a podcast for the past like year and a half, 2 years, and we finally
out here
are out here doing this tonight. And it's such a good feeling to do the things that I have been wanting to do. And, you know, you're the only person that's in your way.
Yeah. Straight up. That's exactly where I was at, and that's like what I experienced this year. Definitely like what you said, like going off what you said about identity crisis. I shaved my head. I think that was one of the biggest experiences I've had in a long time.
First jam time, he had all the hair.
Just one.
That's right.
But I just feel like I got really complacent, and I was in my own way. And I don't know why my hair was a metaphor, but it was the simplest thing was I was planning my workouts around my hair routine, and I was like, I need to stop doing this. and then I shave my head, right, and I go, oh wow, like I realize how much of how I act is my identity and how I feel like I'm coming off and stuff like that, and I don't know. I've had to like tone down my like I don't know, freaking personality almost, because as soon as I shaved my head, I felt like I was like really like out there, and like when I had my long hair, I was really like a lot more collected or something like that.
Interesting.
And it was just a lot. It was honestly a big adjustment, shaving my head and remembering that I have like a freaking bald head. Like I remember I don't know, it was just crazy. It was a lot though.
Crazy to feel the pillow on your head.
Is shaved.
And I think that it was just like I just overall learned like how complacent I was being, and then like shaving my head, getting to like shed my own skin or something like that. I was like it was like literally I was like I need to start doing like I need to start doing the things that I was talking about doing, and just have like I don't know, at the basic level of like having myself exposed more. I was like, I need to really do this. Then I need to be
Felt
doing
like
what
you
I'm
were
doing.
more like bare mat.
Yeah, I feel like I was really like exposed more, and I needed to just like work on myself more, and like it
Yeah.
made me focus on myself more, being able to see myself more. If that makes sense.
That's awesome.
It was crazy. Just looking him in the mirror, I'll be like, oh, I got some work to do now. Like,
I got work to do.
and like
Look at my face.
exactly.
That's
I like
awesome.
that. I
Thanks
respect
for
that.
opening up, Matt.
What about you, man? What
And what
any
you
any
say?
crazy experiences?
Me?
Little on me.
Crazy experiences? I mean, hair is a big thing. I mean, at one point this year, I remember shaving my beard off, and I hadn't shaved it in like 3 years. I shaved it right off. I went zoom, zoom.
Baby face.
Baby face. Right. And in the past, every time I've done that, people would be like, to my brother, oh, James, dude, your brother shaved his beard. Oh, why did he do that?
Aww.
You know? It's just
Because
not
I
cool.
felt like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so
Why does
this
anybody do
time I thought
anything?
about it and I was like, I actually want to. It's just been a while. Like, for a while, it's like, you can do something for so long and be like, why am I scared to go without a beard, you know? I used to hate my chin. Don't know why. I used to hate my chin. Don't hate yourself.
Don't
Absolutely.
hate yourself. Embrace
Love
it
all of yourself. All of yourself.
Embrace it all.
And I shaved it off and I loved it. I was like, oh, who that? Who that boy?
Who him is.
I said, who?
Oh, what it is. Oh, what's up?
Oh.
That me.
That's it.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's crazy that what the things we identify with and get things out of. But, throughout this year, yeah, I mean, it's just weird, you know, the places like your mind can take you. Like at one point, I literally this year at one point, like, not to get depressing right before we end, but I was like, this is what rock bottom feels like. That's like, I had said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, what? And like, nothing was that bad in life. I was just like, I was just super down on myself, and it was like, I don't know, it was a mixture of things, and just like unhealthy thoughts. So it's like, you gotta, like, that was my first time in my life. The first time in my life feeling like hopeless was the only time in my life I ever started having like suicidal thoughts. So it's like, you gotta like just have hope, you know? Like, like, we gotta encourage each other, and it's like, that's where isolation like is key, like, happens too. And you don't want to, like, you know, you want to stay around the homies, you know?
Definitely. You need a good community
Isolation
around you.
is-
I've been
and
literally
be praying for sure, like, just anything that you can actually like get your thoughts out, and like, you got to bring other people in on your stuff.
Definitely.
What were you gonna say, Matt?
I've just been realizing how much it doesn't matter where you're at. It matters who you're around. And I mean, obviously, we're talking about how you can't help nobody unless you've helped yourself. So, like, wherever you're at, you're always gonna have you there too. So you got to make sure you're good, but also having a good community around you helps you be good and stuff like that. So
Because you don't have to be alone while
Exactly.
you're going through your own things.
Exactly.
You can be able to bring your stuff and be like, well, this is what I've been going through. Not that I
Sometimes-
expect you to do anything about it, but I'm just being honest with you about where I'm at.
yeah.
And this is like,
And sometimes it's better to be alone. Like, that's why I say it's not. It's like not always, but I'm just saying in the sense of like, it's not about where you're at. It's about who you're around. So sometimes you need to get away from like some people to get to where you need to get. But also having good people around always helps. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
absolutely.
And
Yeah, and it's always been weird for me sometimes, like, when I'm in a spot like that. It's like, dang, like, I'm a Christian, I should be like super happy. And like, if you're Christian, like, I'm sure you understand, like, that's like a thought that like probably goes in your head. It's like, that's not the way to think. Like, but we should also be giving ourselves like permission to be happy, like, and just like
Dude.
not always feel like we gotta be like
Yes.
hustling, cause like for a while, like earlier, like within the last month or so, I've been learning that I don't always have to be doing something. Like I felt like whenever I had free time, I'd be guilty if I was like hanging out, because like in the past, like maybe like with that documentary, maybe I always had to be working like to get enough hours.
Mm.
But now it's like no, like I don't gotta do that. Like there is time. Like why be in a hurry? Like the best place to be is here. Like you don't got anywhere to
Dude.
be. And sometimes you do, but if you can try and put steps and effort to like make your life be on your time, then you're gonna be a better blessing to
Dude.
people.
You're gonna be happier also, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, what you told me the other day, you were like, I've been, it would, I just remember it stuck with me hella, because it was like, you said something like, oh, I need to stop, like, remember, like, I just get in modes where, like, I'll tell myself, I can't be that happy right now, because I was upset I was upset yesterday, so I can't just let myself be happy right now, like, and you just said right now, I need to just let myself be happy or whatever, like, that is a serious, like, skill, like, I don't know if you call it skill or whatever, but it's like something that's very valuable, being able to like just let yourself be happy, because I let myself get mad way too fast, way easier than I let myself get happy. It's crazy.
Yeah, we hold ourselves hostage.
Straight up.
By doing that exactly. By
Like we have things we feel we like deserve, or the way people should treat us, but at the end of the day, like we're controlling. Like we can just be happy with how things are, and because you'd be confident in like who you are and the decisions you've made. So it sounds easy. It's not easy.
Mm-mm.
But
It's an everyday effort.
we love you.
It's an everyday.
Much love. I think we should end it instead of right there.
You shared. We all shared.
Yeah.
Sick.
No, I wasn't saying. I wasn't saying. I think we should end it on a high note rather than end it like that. Not that was a bad note. That was good. But I'm saying we should end it with a vision board of like, because we were saying
for
future.
the new year.
Yeah, we should end it with like a vision board type. Like, what are some goals we want to achieve? You said something about a book.
So
And something else maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Should I just go into it for me?
Go for it.
So the other day, someone asked me, "What are your intentions for the new year?" I paused. I said, "I'm gonna have to think about that."
I'll get back to you.
And then when I answered, I said, "My intentions are to be intentional."
Dang, that's a good one, bro.
But it's true. It was a real conversation, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, just to be intentional, and then, like I was saying earlier, I just like want to learn more. I want to dedicate more time to reading. Like, I love reading the Bible. I like reading books that like are like explaining their spiritual journey. I want to learn more about other religions. Like, I just want to learn more this year, just like, because it's interesting how when you truly understand something, usually you make the right decision. Like, if you understand what you're going through or what your decisions look like, then it leads to wise decisions. So like, I don't know, I just feel like I could be learning more. And yeah, I've just been feel like everything that happened this year, I feel like I just don't believe anyone that isn't a homie. If you're not a homie, I don't believe you anymore.
That's
Facts. I believe that.
You want to pick it up?
Pick it up, pick it up, pick up, pick it up.
So it's gonna be a good year. I'm not sure if there's gonna be shows. Matt thinks it's gonna be New Year's New Year's. Matt thinks there's gonna be shows pretty early into the next year.
No, I said July, June.
July.
But I was thinking they're gonna be speakeasy shows. They're gonna be illegal for sure.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be shows.
I just wanna
Like back in the
Shows-
day.
We're out here in the wild, wild west. We live in
Shows are
Visalia,
healing,
California,
music
so
is
you know there's gonna be
healing.
some shows.
We just wanna heal people with our music and our good times and our childlikeness. You know, we're just trying to have a good time. We're trying
Having a
to
good
light this
time.
place up.
Light it on fire.
Straight up.
In a good way. Sorry.
Zayda intentions, goals, visions for 2021.
Ooh, 2021. Kind of just want to hold myself accountable for sticking to my word and doing more of the things that I want to do. Keep doing the things that I want to do. Work diligently at myself and focus on I want to say focus on myself, but I just mean focus on the things that I've been wanting to do, like putting out that poetry book, and then just really getting better at sewing and being a seamstress, because that stuff is really fun. And yeah,
She's gonna make me pants.
I want to make
Hopefully
the world
really
pants.
stuff.
Hopefully she makes some pants for me too.
I want to make the
I will
pants
pay
world.
you.
She's gonna pants the
Well,
world. Zayda's gonna pants the world.
I'm gonna pants the world.
Oh shit.
Watch out. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's what I'd say for myself.
Would that be it for you?
I do. Oh my god, did my hair hit you?
Nah. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Mr. DeLeon, you have the floor.
I want to write a comic book,
Hey.
Dope.
and I guess I start with that because that's like I've just been thinking like when you pick up an Iron Man comic book or something like that, you'd be like, damn, this fool just thought of a whole new world in his head and was like, I'm gonna like write this down. Like this is just, and he's like literally like you say about being in kid mode. That's kid mode, 100%. Like I'm just thinking about people with superhero powers. You know what I mean? And all I'm thinking of is being in that mode of being in a fantasy. I'm not taking things seriously.
Superhero mode.
He's in superhero mode.
I'm in fantasy land, y'all. All right.
Oh.
But
That's where I'm at.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is I'm trying to do stuff that I actually say I'm going to do. I've been saying I'm going to put out an album. I'm gonna put a solo album out. We're going to put an album out together.
This is the year for doing things
You
that
gotta
you
fight for
say
your right
you
to
want
party.
to do.
Straight up.
You gotta fight, baby, for your right to party.
I hit my
Yeah.
my tooth again,
might have
so
been too loud.
you guys want to end it there? I'm just kidding.
I gotta go, dude. I got a curfew. I'm 22 years old and I got a curfew.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect
Wow.
Oh,
time to cut.
that's my
With
other thing for
that.
2021. Saving up money to get my own place.
Oh, that's a great one. I'ma have my own spot where we can set up like Seth.
I'm getting my own place in 2021.
Straight up. I literally thought about buying a house in Detroit, y'all. Houses
You
in
can literally do anything you put your mind to, and as long as you work hard on it.
I'm not trying to buy a house in Detroit though, because we're starting a podcast together.
You know,
and
man, I'm
that we
fishing,
couldn't really
I'm
do that
getting
if I
the
was in
trap,
Detroit.
man. I'm swinging my sword like Troy.
What I'm really trying
And
to
you know I
say
got the shield, man. I
is
deflect the arrows
that I don't
that
know what I'm
come in
trying to
the
say.
flame like oil.
What
You know I got the almond milk for my coffee. You know, I said, call it Buffy.
Oh!
You know, I'm leaving all the toffee 'cause it's hard to chew and I don't need that naughty. What am I saying?
Oh.
That was good, bro.
Sorry, dude. I can't help myself.
You gotta let it out when you gotta let it out, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Again, we're thankful for real. Just yeah, we're serious at times. At times we're very not.
We like to ride the line.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all I had to say. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Peace up, V-Town.
Peace out.
Peace up,
Thank you.
V-Town.
Peace out. Much love. to
I
everybody.
like. Peace up, V-Town. Please,
I like
like-
Peace Up V-Town.
please
Peace up.
like
V-Town.
video.
Oh.
I like that sound.
I like the sound. It doesn't make me frown. My friends, they put a smile on my face. And the pizza will really... I'm stuck on this pizza taste.
Love y'all.
I love you guys.